I guess I had gone out after work one night, and some friends that I knew, I met them, and they had a moped from Japan, and it could do like 100 miles an hour. So I was like, I got to try that. So I got on the moped. I was only doing about 25 down Old Leesburg Road, and they had just laid crush and run. And they had piles of crush and run on the road where I guess they finished up and they just dumped the dump truck. Well, a car turned out, and I guess they went to dodge the crush and run and came in my lane or my side of the road. So I went to the right to dodge the car and hit the pile of crush and run and fell off the moped. I was not wearing a helmet, and I ultimately I got up and walked the moped back to the guy's house and got my car. EMS came to check me out. I refused care because I felt fine, and I went home. That was on a Friday evening, and I don't remember the weekend. But we always eat at my grandparents' house on Sunday, and my granddad couldn't get in touch with me or my mom, and I lived next door to him. So my granddad walked over to the house and found me laying in a pool of blood on the kitchen floor, and called EMS, and ultimately they came and scooped me up and did emergency brain surgery that Sunday evening to save my life. The doctor said if it had been about another hour or so, I'd have been dead. I suffered a traumatic brain injury. I was a cop for 7.5 years before it occurred. Before, I was chasing after people. I was shooting guns, driving 130 miles an hour, chasing somebody. And not only that, I was a canine officer, so I had a dog, I had a responsibility. And I was a school resource officer and a dare instructor, so I taught kids a valuable lesson, and they had somebody to look up to, and I was a positive influence. I was going out, um, 3, 4 nights a week with friends, different groups of friends doing different things, um, hunting, shooting the bow and the gun competitively, all types of stuff, riding four-wheelers with friends and stuff like that. It's very active. I remember vaguely that I heard a doctor say we're losing him, and I was on the operating table, and they brought in a cart, a code cart for when people are losing their life. They got life-saving drugs, and I don't know if I was administered anything. It kind of cuts out after he says, "Oh, we're losing him," and then right after that, I remember it being in a very bright room, and then it just being darkness. I didn't know anything. There were multiple times when I thought I was having a dream. I didn't know time was passing me by. I thought I was asleep. There I was on the verge of death, and I had all these people in and out working with me, and I don't remember it or recall it, which is kind of both sad and scary at the same time. I think once I got home, I had to have a hospital bed, and my day consisted of me just kind of sitting, trying to negotiate the back porch stairs, which was very hard. Um, and I realized that, hey, this is this is my life now. And thankfully, I had PT come to the house and work with me. PT, OT. I couldn't even shower by myself. I had to have some lady, Arlene, come and give me showers. And that's when I realized that this is my new normal, which is it stunk and it was scary. but I took it as a chance to start over. I now have a better job than I've ever had. It's I currently work at the hospital where I stayed at for so long. I work in the supply department, and I enjoy my job. I love it because I get to see the people that had a hand in caring for me every day. You know, it has brought me closer to my mother, who's been my caretaker, and it showed me what is really important in life. You know, I had a lot of stuff going on before the accident, and now all that stuff seems trivial. I mean, if you want to see what you're made of, take a step back and don't drive for a month. You know, don't do it. Depend on somebody else, because it's an awakening for yourself. Whether it be rude or not, it's an awakening, and you start to realize what's important in life. I think it was May of 22. I came home, and like within a couple of weeks, we had a therapist come to the house, and they were really awesome. There's a guy, Aaron, that would take me out of the yard and let me kick a soccer ball just to get some coordination back. A lady, Beth, who I still talk to this day because she's impacted me so much. Taught me how to be on the ground and get up. You know, I had forgotten those things. Just stupid little things we take for granted every day. I forgot them, and I had to relearn them. I had to relearn how to go to the bathroom, you know, and I had to have people show me what to do, which is a little, it's a slap in the face when I'm 38 now. I mean, so this all happened 36, 37 years old. It's a slap in the face being told how to eat again, how to swallow properly. I had a physical therapist come to the house that I would eat chips and eat something hard and crunchy and swallow it so I could prove to her that I could do it. And that was a little, I mean, it slaps you in the face. Life slaps you in the face when you have to relearn this stuff that we take for granted. People that cared took time to, I guess, if something small was affecting me, like, say, getting in and out of a chair, they would take the time to focus on the chair. There was one therapy place that went above and beyond with using an exercise bike because I couldn't walk, so they put me on a anti-gravity bike, and it helped me use my legs and gain motion in my legs to walk again. It's just a matter of them taking the time. I think made the biggest impact. I don't think I'd be able to be where I'm at in my recovery now, which is working. You know, I'm independent now. I am able to do things on my own because of what these people selflessly did. Don't look down on yourself if you can't do something the first time perfectly the way you want to. It'll come with practice. It's like you have to start over, unfortunately. Don't be discouraged. It's a process. From start to finish, you gotta finish it. Once you start it, just finish it. The little things, such as holding a fork, which I had a lot of trouble with, but those stupid little meaningless tasks, they all add up to bigger tasks the further you go. That holding the fork turns into stepping off a curb unassisted or driving a car. Do the little things and the big things will come. here I am with a brain injury. I speak to at-risk youth on my weekends off from work. I'm still a mentor. I'm still somebody. I still have a lot left to offer. I just had a hiccup in the plan in the road. Had a little bump in the road, but now I'm back and better than ever, and I'm excited to be a beacon of hope for somebody. Hopefully. I chose to do things that weren't in the best interest for me, which is going to a bar or riding a moped without a helmet, um, just doing things that weren't necessarily safe and smart. I chose to live recklessly, and yeah, I'm having to reap what I sowed, but at the same time, this has opened up a lot of opportunities for me, and I'm thankful for that. Not a lot of people will have the same success that I've had, but that shouldn't stop you from trying. Because the second that you think that, oh, this won't happen to me, there'll be 10 things that happen to you. And I'm telling you from experience, I went through hell, lived through it, and came back out on the outside, on the other side, to where it's happy and sunny again. And if I can do it, I know a lot of people can.